Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, soldados y vuestros mercedes. I'm your host, Spanish Galleon, and today we'll be continuing our journey in Expeditions Conquistador. Hopefully we can finish by the end of the week so we can move on to another game. I kind of want to play, just do a quick showcase, but Expeditions Conquistador calls my name. So yeah, apologies for taking some time, but I hope that we can go forward from here. I hope you guys enjoyed the new video. I have another one uploaded. I will work on a new games video that'll happen soon. For now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to promote one of our guys to a lieutenant, and then I think that's it. Yeah, so we need 1,000. We're close there. And then after we apply the lieutenant, then we can have 2 more sergeants. But for now, Ortega is injured. I wonder if there is we'll just finish up some quests. Where they're building a workshop, a trading center. I don't remember what other quests we have. We completed a lot of quests. Oh. Yeah. We need food no matter what. Food and herbs. Very important to have both. Okay. Who has no job? What can you do? Patrol? Sure. Patrol. I also personally want to use the menfolk, or the newborns, the new recruits, and I just want to send them into battles. We made camp like this, so I really want to just I have knives, that's right, they choose from me. Okay. I don't use Rita, so.
Oh.
Come on. Come on. Oh boy, I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
Rosalia, I love you, Rosalia. Great. Ooh. Get absolutely mauled, dog. Isabella. That's funny. Do it again. Do it for a Scooby snack. Oops. Nope. It's okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Absolute Kino, bro. Absolute Kino. Put them out of their suffering. Aggressive. Oh, that's fine. And we gain some more meat. He's fully recovered. That's okay. I wanted to use the new guys we got, but it's so fine. It's fine. All right. Preserve. Anyone who can, just preserve. 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 2 meat. Sure. Oh, lying in my tent. Kitlali turns to you. Do you consider me a woman of low moral fiber? Of course not. I mean, do you see me as vulgar? Have I done anything to give you that impression? I've heard others in our group refer to me as such. In Spain, it's unheard of for respectful people to have the kind of relationship that you and I have. Not all my expedition members are equally open to new ways. Our cultures are very different. I know, but among our people, it is not uncommon for a woman to invite a man so readily into bed. What are these murmurings you've heard among my people? They say that I throw myself at you and that I seduce you. I don't care what they say. I care what you think. I appreciate that. I care a great deal for you. Contrary to what everyone seems to think, I don't throw myself at every man to cross my path. I would not have left my sisters to be with you except to follow my heart. I will make it clear to everyone that you are to be treated with respect. Don't seek to punish your expedition members for what they say to me. They're only words. As long as they don't ring true to me, they cannot bother me. Good night, beloved. Ooh, baby. No. Alright, let's just trade food. Do I have... Ooh, herbs. We got a herb. Herb gaming, guys. You know, I haven't seen Aztec slavers in a hot minute, so I wonder why. Could I have killed them all? Who has meat? One meat for everyone. Okay. And it has one ration. Herbalism. Preserving. Hunting. Anyone who can hunt does hunt. Except for you. You will herbalize as well. $18 rations. How many rations do we gain there? 2. So we consume 16 rations. So I should have said, no baby girl. Okay. Ask a villager to follow you to Tenochtitlan. You wander around the village for a while until you find a young man with obvious signs of smallpox. You take him aside to ask if he would be willing to travel to Tenochtitlan with you to see a shaman. The young man, who is called Iquatil, appears relieved and hopeful at the prospect of getting out of the village. You agree to meet up at the outskirts of the village when you leave. Fortunately, word that there may be a way out of this hell spreads like wildfire. You soon find yourself surrounded with starving villagers looking for your help. Try to calm them. Looking for you to liberate them. Try to calm them down. You try to calm them down before the situation escalates, but any attempts to reason are overpowered by their desperation. Somebody finds Iquatil and brings him to the crowd, and you get a distinct sense that you may soon find yourself with a full-scale riot on your hands. Take Anna. I think I just have to run, don't I? Where are the escape zones? One is over here. Vigilante 1. I see 1, 2, 1, 2. I might have to just kill everybody. Okay. I might just have to kill everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. You guys can't see me. That sucks. You guys have not been seeing me play, so we lost 15 minutes there. Okay, we just did a bunch of we did a bunch of I guess I could replay from the beginning since you guys haven't seen. There you go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I'm just a little bit out of it as of late. So we'll go from the beginning again. So that way you don't miss anything. Remember to spend some time exploring the world for optional quests and events that can give you more resources and experience points. So it looks like we're just gonna have to fight our way out, no matter what. 15 food. Okay. Herbalism. I'll treat him. You patrol. Okay. Everyone gets 1 food. Everyone does something. Okay. Investigate the ruckus. And they ever find who's attacking. A small group of natives have been seen near the ridge to the east, Capitan. We've already sent on a squad to cut off their attack. I'll go and oversee the fighting as you were. You hurry off to the east to catch your troops. You find them near the ridge. Assume the command. I definitely insert myself at the top of the squad's command structure and organize the troop for battle. Just as you're advancing upon the enemy, one of your servants comes dashing through the wilderness from the direction of the camp, shouting on top of the lungs. Capitan knows a diversion. They snuck into the camp. They're stealing from the carts. Several of our people swear loudly. If you don't get back to the camp to chase off thieves, you lose resources, but they might run off on their own if you can kill the diversion group quick enough. Either way, you have our work cut out for you. Let us take the newbies, except Anaconda. And people we don't really use, like Rita and Rafael, and I don't want to give it to Miguel. It's okay, we could always reload. Let me... There you go. Okay. Is there... Get everyone to the victory zone in time. Where is the victory zone? Oh my gosh. Get everyone to the victory zone in time? Oh! I don't really want to deal with that. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to, like... I don't mean to be like this, but it's just annoying. and I kind of just want this game to be over. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but sometimes it just like this game is wrapping up, so I'm already in the end game, and I feel pretty accomplished with what I've already done. What's next is the overthrow of the Aztec Empire, and then that's it. Like next, I don't know if I'll ever have a next playthrough, but the next playthrough I will have will be me doing what I can to just get the other achievements. Okay, they attack me here. Rosalía. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. $16 damage. Wow. Okay, I gotta plug this gap. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, we'll have ooh. bloodthirsty. Okay. I'm aggressive, that's fine. It's interesting. We're eating good tonight. I'm gonna trade with them. Sure, we'll just. Okay, anyone who can preserve. Anyone who isn't preserving, preserve. Okay. Coolio. Gained 1 meat. He's completely recovered. Ooh, hello. Hello. Hi there. Oh my goodness. Hello, baby girl. We can see. Alright, rations. 1 meat for everyone. Herbalism. Oh, harvest herbs. Hunting. Herbalism. Hunting. Guarding. Hunting. 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 Let's just get going. Oh, let's just finish up these quests. Oh, the main group, let us fully deck them out, or maybe not fully deck them out. Let us get all the people we can. It's fine. Rosalia, Sierra, Diana. Okay. Alright, Rosalia 5. Rita 5. There you go. Who's the other one? Mercedes, maybe. Rosalia is literally like my not my spouse or anything, but she's like my childhood friend. Okay. So I think we should give her our equipment. Make camp. Herbalism. Preserve. Rations. 1 meat for everyone. Unused meats. Okay. Preserve. Preserve. 11:16. Plan. Okay, that's good. Everyone has 1 meat, correct? Yes. We found 3 torches. Nice. Lost 36 rations. Oh my goodness. Oh my good lord. Everyone has one meat. 31. How? What the? What? 27. Okay, that's good. We should probably save. Knowing what I know now, we're gonna save and see how will we fare. Nine rations. Okay. Already saved, right? Yes. Oh! Based. We managed to calm them down before the situation escalates and explain to them they can only bring one person. They discuss among themselves for a while and agree that Iquatila should be the one who joins us. Awesome. As we leave the village, we find him standing where we agreed and he joins our party. He keeps a distance. Well, they don't want to like get sick from him. Understandable. I don't want to sell too much food off anyway. So we have to raise these farms, which not right now, you know. Let's get our medicine back up. 5 meat, 5 rations. Yeah, we need more medicine. And we can make it to the home. We're probably gonna have to fight. Probably. Oh, also, I have a book I want to share with you guys about the farmer. Let him be. Okay, the spotted curse. We return with Iquatli in tow, who's obviously impressed with the buildings on the sides of the city. People stop and stare at the spotted man, but he seems oblivious to the attention he's getting, entirely focused on his surroundings. When we enter the plaza, Patli greets us with open arms and a large smile on his face, which, much to your relief, becomes even bigger as he spots the patient you brought along. By the gods, it's even more amazing than I imagined. Come, my poor friend, let me have a look at you. Patli offers you to wait in the plaza as he leads Iquatil to his house. He's gone for a long time, and you and your men wait in the sun. Just as you're about to leave, Patli steps out. He hands Iquatil a small bag, for which the boy seems very grateful. Patli speaks a few words to the boy, though he's too far away for a translator to make any sense of it. Oh, nice! I got an achievement. I inadvertently unleashed smallpox on the population of Tenochtitlan. Finally, Patli gives the boy a small piece of what looks like bark, and Iquatil looks awestruck. Patli then turns around and walks towards you. Iquatil wanders off the way you came, looking intently at whatever Patli gave him, not paying attention to where he's walking. What did you tell him? I sent the boy home. Don't worry, I gave him some remedies and supplies for the journey. He'll be fine. Before you leave, I want to thank you for bringing him here. Unfortunately, I don't have much to offer in terms of worldly goods. However, thank you for letting me examine this man. The crusts and boils I gather will no doubt yield a lot of knowledge. I can't offer much as a thank you in terms of worldly goods, however. Go on. I'm tired of treating the same ailments every day. While it gives me pleasure to help the sick, I feel I may make more of a difference to you. Another doctor, why not? Patley looks earnest yet optimistic with an ever-present smile. His experience as a doctor is evident all around you and speaks for himself. Why not? And we got another achievement. Recruit all 6 native followers of Mexico in a single playthrough. Magnetic personality. Patley breaks out in laughter. His joy is palpable and infectious, and your end can't help but smile despite whatever prejudice they may harbor. Patley excuses himself for a moment and runs inside his house, before emerging shortly after with a bindle slung over his shoulder. You can't help but notice a slight discoloration at the bottom of the bag. Inquire about the bag. You ask what's in the bag, to which Patley smiles and exclaims with great enthusiasm, hearts. Come again. Hearts for the ground so that it may blossom. Some of your expedition members look at you with an expression of doubt and repulsion. No doubt wondering what kind of madman you've led join your expedition. That's right. I want to see dialogue. That's only like 50 experience anyway. Cool. How do I check experience? Nope, that's just my stuff. Okay, he has just hearts. I'm lying about. Awesome. There's nothing more we could do. I mean, this is all of Mexico. I don't think this is Veracruz or anything. All we could do is wait to bring the fort to its former glory, so let's head back. Okay, Patley. Reserve. I don't know what he... Okay, yeah, just... Sure. One meat for everyone. I don't know what happened. I think our pious people lost followers. I can only imagine. But we got all 6 natives, and we unleashed smallpox on the population of Tenochtitlan. Okay. I feel like this means something, but oh well. Hunting. Mercedes, can you make cannonballs? Or actually spike traps, please? I'll actually make cannonballs first. Doctor, make barricades. Let's get out of here. We don't have... Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. We already finished that. Our workshop has been completed, so we should be able to make it to Tenochtitlan in a single go, I think. I don't know about it, but I guess we have our day consumption on roads or something. We're just outside. Mercedes, what happened? What is her condition? Good to see at once. Okay, that's great. I love this game a lot. This game is really good. Okay, Tenochtitlan. A light drizzle is falling when we return to the palace of Tenochtitlan, and Quapital receives you and your expedition members in a richly decorated dining hall this time. It is done. He rubs his hands together in satisfaction. Yes, my servants have already brought me the good news. Splendid work. Tenochtitlan now speaks with only one voice. Your reward is to be delivered to your servants. Assassination notwithstanding, was it wise to close yourselves to negotiation with the Tlaxcala? I understand your concerns. Tlaxcala may ally with the Totonac, and we will face greater resistance, but this empire did not achieve greatness by bowing down to our inferiors. Tlaxcala will never be made to bow their heads to Moctezuma without a fight, and we will not tolerate them to exist as an independent state within our borders. Quitapi waves his hand in the direction of Kitali, who's minding her own business with the rest of the people. You're unwise to bring her here. Are you aware of the history between her people and Tenochtitlan? Of course. Yes. He clears his throat. Well, yes. As long as she serves you, she may freely visit our city, but do keep an eye on her. Make sure she does nothing that could make it difficult for me to justify our working relationship. She does as she pleases. She's not mine to command. Okay, well, I mean, she's mine to command. She'll do nothing that could put me in a bad position. She's a strong warrior, and she still enjoys a considerable degree of respect among our champions. You're lucky to have her. I know. An escalation of our ongoing conflict with the Totonac is inevitable. Soon we will strike at Xtlalapa. With that stubborn fool Tepec Toton out of the picture, the Totonac will be deprived of strong leadership and will be moved free on their capital, Campoala. Before we can move directly against Chapala, we have the opportunity to weaken Tepec Toton's position without provoking an immediate response. The town of Papantla belongs to the Totonic, but if you take it, they will not be enough to justify. If we take it, that will not be enough to unify the Teutonic leadership against us. You want me to invade Papantla? He rubs his hands together. Papantla must be subjugated. I will not interfere with your methods. Just make sure the town will no longer be a factor into conflict. I will not do this. I will not do this. I'm not subjugating them anymore. I'm done with the Tenochtitlan quest line. Thank you very much. He crosses his arms across his chest. We'll see. I hope you will change your mind. For both our sakes, our plans hinge on your assistance in this manner. We cannot move forward before Paplanta is out of the picture. Yet, if we do it ourselves, Xalapa and Campoala will move against us before we're ready. Continue. If you do not wish to work with the Aztec Empire any longer, then so be it. But we have nothing to discuss until Paplanta is taken care of. If you change your mind, simply carry out the task and return to me. With that, Quapital exits the room and leaves you in the ever respectful care of a small group of Yuga warriors. So, my options are subjugate or I have two options. I could either join the Totonacs. Where's Papampla? Oh. Where's Campola? Oh, I still need to do that event. And I still need to go to this temple and take all their money. This is Mayasa. Even B. I'm not gonna subjugate them. I'm just not. I already have too much at stake. I want the Aztecs to burn to the ground already. I'm good. I wonder if we did anything. Let's try to visit. No, it's still a desolate place. Okay. Where is Kempoala again? I don't think it was here. This is Totonac. This is Xalapa. This is Papantla. I'm guessing Shempo. This is the Fountain of Youth. This is a mysterious cave. Yeah, so we still gotta take out. We either gotta take the money here, or let it be. Which, trust me, I don't want to let it be. I want the money. Oh, do I have enough herbs? I should. Lost 8 medicine though. We need to be on the lookout for medicine. We probably... And food. Medicine and food. Let's just trade for medicine and food here. I would much rather just have them on hand right now. Even if it costs us valuables. I see medicine. I guess not everyone has meat. 15 meat, that's good. What is this? Okay, sure. Let's interact with this. A spring? Let's save. I'm done with pampering them. The spring must be the source of the stream that supplies Pampata with water. Patli scratches his hair. You know, Capitan, with the right mixture of herbs, I believe you could create a mixture that, if dumped into the spring, could make the water downstream quite undrinkable. In fact, anybody drinking from it would very quickly be rendered unable to participate in battle. Would it kill them? There would most certainly be some deaths, primarily among children, elders, or those who are already weakened. We don't have enough herbs. He nods. We cannot poison the water without the herbs. If we can acquire the herbs, we should return here and I will create the mixture. I see. It's a good thing I loaded. I'm done with it. I don't wanna I don't want to antagonize them already more than they already are. I mean, the Totonac. I'm gonna follow them. I'm just gonna overthrow the Aztecs anyway. So. Everyone has one meat at least, right? Yeah. She's recovered, but we lost 7 medicine, which means we have, what, 61. Okay. Not ideal, but then again, oh. 3 herbs? I'm telling you, food and herbs. Bring as much food and herbs as possible. Mercedes could do this. Okay, 1 meat for everyone. All who can preserve. Miguel, I think. Perfect. Gain 12 meat, gain 19 rations. Good. That should be it. Okay, now we got a workshop. Humberto's people have completed our new workshop. They're once again at our disposal. At the workshop, you can ask artisans to set aside a certain type of crafting material every week to be paid as rent for using the workshop. You can regularly return to collect these materials, which they'll pay you. Just expand. Get it done. I hope your presence here means we'll have a new project. I have many ideas for things to improve or build. Here, let us discuss the options. Let's build a stable. Stable will double our moves for 1 day when you visit it. This allows you to move twice as far as normal on the first day after you leave the fortress. It'll take 5 days and... Perfect. The new workshop. The new workshop is a spacious building with large doors that open out to a courtyard packed with carts. A handful of artisans have already arrived from Hispaniola, and are busily unpacking their tools and settling in. A stocky young man with short, messy hair and a friendly smile strolls out to meet you in the courtyard. I am Santiago Armada. Are you the master of this workshop? He wipes his right hand on his apron and extends it in greeting. A great pleasure to make your acquaintance, senor. My name is Alvar de Montejo. And yes, I indeed am master here. How do you plan to run this operation, Senor de Montejo? Most of what we produce here will be shipped back to Santo Domingo by the order of the Gobernador, but we will set aside a generous portion of the materials for your contribution as rent for the workshop. If you tell us what materials you'll need the most, we will apply ourselves to producing it. Return here whenever it suits you to collect your cut. Can you build things for me? Traps, barricades, so on? He rubs his chin pensively. What an unusual request. But yes, I suppose we can as long as you're fine with paying fairly for our work. Great. Before we get to that, however, we should agree. Would we like to collect our dues? We should be creating metal. Very well, we'll be setting aside everything. Alright, perfect. 5 days. Our tactics are superb. Let's go raise the farms. $1,000. Anything I should know, Gaspar? They're satisfied. Good. Deposit resources. Let us take our food. Oh. Not what I meant. Let's take our food and our medicine. Okay. Good. Now let us go and do that quest. But I am not conquering Papantla. I would rather raise the Aztec farms. So hunting, herbalism. Everyone has one meat except those who don't have one meat. Hunting and hunting. 16 meat. Yeah, I think the next playthrough I'm gonna do a Spanish only run, in the sense that I'm only gonna have Spaniards as I go through the world. So I'm not gonna recruit any of the followers. But I wonder, now that I have... Oh. Hello there. Hello there. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, brother. Oh boy. I'm getting lost. This is not a good sign. I need to get south and do a bunch of trials. Okay, preserve rations, 1 meat for everyone, 14 unused. So preserve and preserve. Okay. And then Anna can have 2 meat. And then yeah. Besides, I feel like we're getting close to the end of our usefulness. We're already at 16 people. We can't carry anymore. We barely can support our own. Because when we had 14 people, up until Kitali, we could spend about one one ration a party on a good day, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. Unfortunately, long gone are those days, because now we're lucky if we can get we're lucky if we can even get something. $13 meat. What did you find? 1 equipment. Where? Okay. Hunting, preserving, herbalism, slowly but surely. Make a spike trap. Good. Stable finished. Already? Oh my lord. Alright, let's go back. Let's get the achievement. Okay. need you to do herbalism. We need you to hunt. See, like, let's say it's 14 meat. If we had the original characters, which are Sierra, Rosalia, Rita, Ortega, Montego, Ana, Mercedes, Rafael, Alejandro, and Pedro, that's 11 people. That's 11 rations a day. So 14. We would average 14 if everyone was hunting. Or let's say we average 11 if everyone was hunting. Everyone who could hunt hunted. We wouldn't need, we'd get a lot of extra food. So we'd either have to go hard on food just as soon as we land. Like every pig we see, we have to kill. Or we could add a couple people. Miguel, Isabella, Laszlo, Kitlali, Tayana, Anacaona. But Coyotl, Nekali, and Patli are, well, they might be too much for us. Because Kitlali, yeah. Because Isabella, Laszlo, and Tayana are 3 extra people. But it seems like we're already at how many people? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 21 people. We're at 21 people. I don't even know if we can reasonably support 21 people. I don't think so. I think we're too big to fail, so to speak. Yeah, 14. But we have to consume 5 more, which is 19. Wait, how do we have 19 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I literally can't count them. We have 19 people. Which would just be enough. Oh, look at that. Umberto, we're home. By Umberto, workers have completed a new stable, once again at our disposal. Restore godly achievement, stronghold. Restore Fortaleza de Gutierrez to its full glory. Visit the stables before leaving the fortress to double your moves every day. This will allow us to make it twice as far before. The stables of the fortress are modest. A tool shed with a simple shelter stands next to a pasture surrounded by a wooden fence. The grass is nice and lush, however, as it's only used by a few horses. Put your horse to pasture. 86? Oh. You leave your horse in the care of the stable boys while you're staying in your fortress. When you leave, you're able to move twice as far before your first camp. 86, dog. Can I help in trade? Trade. Oh my gosh. 86? We can make the Tenochtitlan. No. That is impressive. Oh my goodness. Wow. I saw the pig, but I have to ignore it. I just want to get this over with. I want to complete the other trials and stuff, because I have 840 experience. I need 160 experience before I, what you can call it. I can upgrade Alejandro to lieutenant. I trust Alejandro with my life, so. Oh my goodness. Like, if it isn't, what you call it? First off. Come on, get it. Yes. So, at best, you could probably cross a third of Mexico. Because I went from here to here. Let's say it's a third, and then this is another third, and then this is another third. Wow, that's insane. Okay. 1 meat to all. 15 unused meats. Preserve. 1 of our hunters to preserve. Hunting. 14 meat. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let's just get a lot of food and medicine. If it ain't food or medicine, I don't want it. Why do I hear waterfalls? I don't know. Okay. No, make me cannonballs, baby girl. Hunt. Patrolling. Who has high patrolling? Montego, go patrol. Empty-handed? Oh my. 4 rope. Empty-handed. This is bull. This is honestly bull. I don't need wood or rope or oil. I need metal and, well, I probably do need oil, but I need metal more. Okay, everyone has 1 meat, so 6 meat to preserve. So that's what you do, preserve. You see, it's like a slow game. Slow gain. My bad. I don't even use net traps, do I? Medicine, I'm telling you, man. Medicine, man. We're almost there. We can make it. Watering home, 30 meat, plus 15, 45 meat. Awesome. We can give everyone 2 meat. And, okay, let's save. Let's... Gilded gates. Approaching the overgrown structures ahead, you find a towering wall blocking your path. The wall is adorned with murals and engravings depicting multiple anthropomorphic creatures. In the center of a wall at the end of the road, an exorbitant gate is shining brightly in the sun. Though the massive structure is overgrown with vines and plants, its walls still glittered with a golden sheen. The ground leading under the gate in front of you bears traces of the same golden powder-like substance. The gate has multiple round protrusions on the surface, each adorned with an engraving picture. As above these pictures are more inscriptions. You can't see a way to open the gate, nor scale the tall walls of the complex. Inspect the round protrusions. A slight prod of one of the protrusions reveal that you can easily slide them into the surface of the gates. It seems that they work as part of a mechanical device of sorts. There are 8 of these mechanisms, and they are each adorned with a unique engraved drawing. Inspect the inscriptions. With some help from translators, you interpret the text on the wall. It reads thus: To be deemed worthy in the eyes of the gods, one must feel the warmth of the selfless sacrifices they have made for their sons and daughters. Repeat the order of all things and enter the gilded city. Miguel nods sagely. Seems a straightforward test. We must somehow demonstrate our understanding of the native mythology. The following activates. We get some Miguel. Oh my gosh. Sun Pillar 2. Okay, Sun Pillar 1. Sun Pillar 1. The pillar is surrounded by engraved glyphs. It seems to be a chronicling event. Try to translate the glyphs. With the help of Tiana, you are able to make sense of the engravings. It tells the story of the creation of the first world. Continue. From the void, the first world was created. The gods created the waters, the mountains, the forests, and the animals. But a hungry sea monster consumed their creation, and all their work was for naught. The gods had to make war against that monster. And after an endless struggle, they were at last victorious. The gods recreated the world on top of the great beast, and the first people were formed to populate the new world. But the world was in darkness, as there was no light in the universe. Nothing could live, and nothing could grow without it. The great god of the north, Tezcatlipoca, saw this and sacrificed himself to become the first sun. This sparked the start of the first age, and it was a prosperous time. People thrived and revered their gods. But this would not last, as the gods were fickle and quick to anger. The first sun was destroyed by a rivalry among the gods, and in his rage, Tezcatlipoca commanded Tehuantl to eat all the people in the world. Thus ended the first age of the sun. Read the glyphs again? Oh. Okay. Sun Pillar 2, try to translate. With the help of Patli, you are able to make sense of the engravings. It's all the creation of the second world. From the void of the first world was created. I just read this, I'm pretty sure. Sun Pillar 3, Diana helps us. As the world was again plunged into darkness, the great god Tlaloc sacrificed himself to become the third sun. The people populated the earth once more, but their fate was always at the mercy of the gods. When Tlaloc's wife was stolen from him, he turned to despair, and a great drought followed, as no rain fell on the soil. The people begged for rain, but in his grief-stricken rage, Tlaloc made it rain fire, reducing all life in the world to ashes. As the world burned to the cinders, Tlaloc rescinded his position as the solar god, and thus ended the third age of the sun. Okay, first creation, third creation. What was the second creation then? Okay, now I see her. After the first age, the world was thrown into darkness, and no life could exist. Quetzalcoatl Quetzalcoatl, the god of wind, saw this plight and sacrificed himself to become the second sun. The people populated the earth once again, and all was well in the second age of the sun. But the people became rebellious and stopped worshiping the gods. The gods in turn became wrathful and attacked at this lack of veneration, as punishment, they turned the people into apes, as they had become nothing but animals in their eyes. Quetzalcoatl was filled with grief, as he had loved his flawed people, and in his despair he summoned a hurricane that blew all the apes from the surface of the earth. Filled with sorrow, Quetzalcoatl stepped down as Lord of Light, thus ending the second age of the sun. Darkness enveloped the world once more. Then we read the third age, which Tlaloc had his wife stolen, and then he made a rain fire. Fourth age. Try to translate the Patli. Okay, fourth world. After the third age, no light shone on the world. The beautiful goddess Chalchihutlique took charge and sacrificed herself to become the fourth sun. Chalchihutlique shone brightly in the sun, her jaded skirt giving warmth and light to the people who once more thrived on earth. She was as loving as she was loved, and the fourth age of the sun was a bountiful age, but this could not last, as the gods grew jealous of her adoration. They accused her of deceiving her people, alleging that her kindness was dishonest and that she egotistically acted only to receive praise. Upon hearing this, Chalchihuitlique was so heartbroken by their accusations that she cried blood for half an age, drowning all the creatures on the earth. As she could no longer bear the allegations against her, she returned to earth, and thus ending the fourth age of the sun. Gilded gate left wall. The walls on the left side of the massive gate are adorned with 4 marvelous engravings, each shimmering gold. Let's examine the first engraving. Depicted is a fabulous young boy, adorned with a golden shirt and jade jewelry. He's described as Xochipilli, the flower prince, god of art, games, and dance. He is sitting in a bed full of the most exquisite flowers you have ever seen. Second engraving. You can see a beautiful woman engraved out of a glittering collection of gemstones, her skirt adorned with numerous flakes of jade. She is described as Chalchihuitlique, the goddess of rivers and streams. Her face is adorned with a benevolent smile, with eyes that seem to gently but sternly stare into your soul. Among her feet, you can see a wild stream of water, with the wave of pearls splashing up against her leg. Okay. Third engraving. A dog-headed creature stares at you, reaching out towards you with shriveled, spindly hands. His fingers are chewed to the bone, and he wears jade-adorned plates on his knuckles. He holds his left hand in front of him with the palm turned upwards. In a seemingly welcoming gesture, he is described as Xolotl, the guide of the dead, who we saw in the volcano area. Among his feet, you can see several dogs leading souls to their final resting place. Examine the fourth engraving. Engraved is a one-legged, muscular man with 2 stripes crisscrossing his chiseled face. One of the stripes is made out of gold, while the other seems to be made out of black pearls. He seems to have lost his left leg, as it ends in a bloody, jagged stump. In his left hand, he brandishes a magnificent shield, and in the other, an absolutely monstrous Macuatl. He is described as Tezcatlipoca, Lord of the North and God of Judgment, and is wearing a jaguar skin made purely out of precious gemstones. Beneath him, you can see a large jaguar peering out from beneath the god, legs tightly coiled and ready to pounce. So we have the flower prince, the queen, or the goddess of rivers and streams, who's the fourth age. The third age was someone else. We had the guide of the dead, who we met in the cave over here, and then the Lord of the North and God of Judgment, the great warrior Tezcatlipoca. Okay, let's look at the first engraving on the right wall. The first engraving is horrific, The first engraving is horrific. A tall, blood-splattered skeletal figure is extending his sharp, gangly fingers out towards you, as if he wants to tear you apart. In his eye sockets are two brilliant amethysts glimmering in the sun, giving the illusion that his eyes are rapidly searching for something in your vicinity. The effect is unnerving. The depiction is adorned with a single necklace, which at closer inspection is made out of human eyeballs. He is described as Mictlan Tecuitli, Lord of the Dead and ruler of the underworld. At his feet is a pile of human skulls, all staring intently towards you. Second engraving. This is a depiction of a giant of a man, athletic and heavyset. He looks like he could crush a man's head with his fist. With eyes set into the distance, he wears a brilliant helmet studded with colorful feathers and brandishes a burning weapon in the shape of a snake. His colossal right fist. He is described as Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the lord of Tenochtitlan. Among his feet flutter a couple of hummingbirds made out of mother and jade. Made out of mother of pearl and jade. So we have the Lord of the Dead, we have the God of War, third engraving. The engraving depicts a man adorned with an elongated beaked mask. He's wearing a pair of serpentine jade bracers on each arm, with feathers tightly clasped in his scaled fist. His entire body is covered in jade scales, and he is clothed in magnificent robes and made entirely out of a seemingly incandescent metal. He is described as Quetzalcoatl, god of wind and lord of the west. Beneath his waves, his legs fuse together into a scaly mass of serpents. So we have Quetzalcoatl. So we have Lord of the Dead, God of War, and then the God of Wind and of the West. Fourth engraving. Before you stands a man with large circular eyes and a wide grin of sharp fangs. Despite his fearsome visage, he has a relaxed posture and does not seem like an aggressive sort. His body is shrouded in droplets made of opal, and you barely make out a silvery lightning strikes in several places behind him. He's described as Tlaloc, god of rain and fertility. At his feet, the blue droplets intensify into a glittering shower of rain. Let's save again. So my guess is let's have Nikali activate. He's a warrior, so let's have him activate. Jaguar is someone. Waves is Tlaloc. Dog is Guide to the Dead. Flower Prince. Skull is Lord of the Dead. Rain Cloud is no. Waves is the woman. Rain Cloud is Tlaloc. So I think he's the Jaguar. The Jaguar stone slides into recession. Activate the waves. The waves slide into recession. Activate the dog. Slides into recession. Activate the flower. He recruits. Nikali presses the fourth button. A loud rumble hints at the inner workings of an old machinery. Then all four buttons burst back out of their recessions. Nikali falls coughing to the ground, enveloped in a small cloud of green smoke. After a minute, he regains his composure. The warrior's coughing blood was not seen to be in peak condition. The gate's still closed, however. You must have chosen wrong. We have to choose the Lord of the Fourth Ages. Okay, Sea Monster Tezcatlipoca. Actually, I could just reload. He's injured, is he not? Harmlessly poisoned, yeah. Okay. So, the color of your line sight indicator for range attack shows how clear a shot is. Green is clear, yellow indicates partial, and red means no shot. I like how they're fighting, like two Spaniards are fighting each other. Anyway. Okay, so we need Lord of the North, Tezcatlipoca, which is, I believe, engraving number 3. No, engraving number 4. Yes, he is Jaguar. So he is Jaguar. Okay. So we need Jaguar. Then next is Quetzalcoatl. That's easy. He's Lord of the West. So he is Eagle. Or Serpents. So he's Snake. Snake! 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 Tlaloc is 4th engraving here. Tlaloc is God of Rain. Sharp fangs. Rain. So rain. So we have Jaguar, Snake, Rain, and I feel bad for this girl. Whatever her face is. I cannot. I'm not gonna spell it out. Jade Rivers. Waves. Okay. So Miguel Sincero. So okay, Jaguar. Snake. Waves. Rain cloud. No. What? Did I read wrong? No. Oh, I did read wrong. This is what I want to be. This is what I want to wear in real life. I just want to be a conquistador. Absolutely gold. Okay, I missed. It's Jaguar, Snake, Rain, Waves. Miguel, Jaguar, Snake, Rain, and then finally Waves. 50 turns. When Miguel presses the 4th button, the rest of the buttons slide into the gate, and a loud creaking sound betrays the inner workings of the old machinery. Your procession takes a step back while the enormous door slides aside with a low groan and reveals the entrance to the gleaming city beyond. We made it to El Dorado, baby! A city lined with gold. Let us... Oh my gosh. Yep. We made it to El Dorado. Ooh, everyone has 1 meat. Let's preserve. I know, I shouldn't, but let's preserve. Okay, is anyone out of a job? No. Gain 3 meat. We made it to El Dorado, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Also, don't tell me I have to, like... What you call it? Rosalia. Rita. I have to, like, I don't know, defend myself or something. El Dorado! We discovered... I have 4 top 10% achievements, or 4 achievements where less than 10% of the players have reached. City of Gold, baby. You discovered El Dorado, the legendary lost city of gold. Well, it's less lost now that you found it, of course, but it's a catchy name, and you may as well keep it. Enter the city. A light rain falls across the palm-lined streets of the abandoned city, but a quiet unease spreads among your people as they whisper their own theories about how a city of gold could come to be completely devoid of life. Fortunately, their spirits quickly lift when El Dorado's overgrown buildings turn out to be littered with valuable historical artifacts, all of course made out of gold. Your expedition flies into the main plaza of the city, from which you can make forays into the surrounding buildings. You think you catch a glimpse of movement in the corner plaza, but when you look, there's nothing. Scavenge on the ground. That's not a lot, but oh well. Your expedition moves through the old homes and gathers all the valuables they can find above ground. The buildings are in a remarkable condition, leading you to wonder how recently the city was deserted. A vague sense of unease comes over you as you sift through the debris, and several times you come to think you hear footsteps behind you. Return to the plaza. Your expedition once more returns to the quiet plaza. The hall was good, and yet your people don't seem quite comfortable in this being in this place. Alejandro Pintado returns at last from a foray into the houses near the gate, looking particularly ill at ease. The hunter tosses his spoils unhappily into the pile. I don't like this, Captain. I think somebody followed us in after we opened the gate. I keep hearing movement, hearing footsteps. Continue. Nods and murmurs of agreement from the rest of our followers indicate that everyone has picked up similar indications. There's certainly something wrong here. Fortify your position in the plaza and prepare for trouble. Expedition members bring out equipment and get the caravan on the way. They drag a few slabs of stone to position you for cover. When you're just about ready, a chilling war cry echoes down from abandoned streets. Arrows begin to fly from the sky, burying themselves in the mud or bouncing off the raised shields of your troops. For a moment, everything is quiet. Then 8 painted tribal warriors burst out of the plaza. I will have time to prepare. I want to use cannons, baby. I promised I'd use some of the new bloods. And I already saved it before, so we'll set up the cannon to be like here. And just BTFO them. Ah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll spike trap these areas here. Okay, they can't get across here, so that's one. Here's our weakest, so let us okay, our 2 Aztec warriors are here. Alejandro gives them cover. We'll have one guy here, another one here. We'll have a good doctor here just for making repairs. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, I knew it. Okay, good. I gotta fortify that area. So we'll move these 2 over there. Because they're gonna, yeah, I imagine. So 11 enemies. That's not bad. It's just not good. What is this? Error. Bro, that is OP. Okay, I feel like they're gonna go around, so I'm gonna preemptively prepare. Okay, there's only 2 more people there, and we have to focus our full attention. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I figured. Actually, you know what? Whatever, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. We could win. Ah, 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 ah. Ooh. Okay. Got lucky there. Who's my guy? Where is she? I think she's here. Cinema, baby, cinema. Okay, that's not bad. I have 3 doctors. The protectors of El Dorado fought to the death, refusing to yield even as they were on the ground, covered in their blood. You search the corpses and find not a single thing of value. Pintaro wipes the sweat off and dirt from the battle of his face. Looks like the coast is clear now. We should be able to search the palace and the temple in peace if you feel up to it. Continue. Sierra frowns. That seems dangerous, and we just made it out of an unexpected battle alive. Do you really wish to put us all at risk again, Alejandro? Rita strikes up a hearty laugh. Don't be such a coward, Sierra. Yeah, Sierra's so greedy. She stole from me back in Hispaniola, and now she's like, wait, do you really want to? Don't be such a coward, Sierra. We won this one, didn't we? What makes you think the next one will be any different? Let's go down there and see what this husk of a city has to offer. Ana slaps Martinez on the back. You're speaking my language, friend. Lead the way. Let us rob this place blind, the palace and the temple. El Dorado Palace. The Palace of El Dorado is a whole little city within the city of buildings that sprawls across the center of the city. Intuitively, the throne room is located in the central largest building. It is a cavernous room with the most enormous, imposing throne standing on the far wall atop of a staircase. The walls of the room are adorned with glyphs that tell some sort of chronicle, and the many smaller rooms, which isn't saying much, along the hallway circumventing the throne room are decorated with priceless statues, golden bows stacked high with precious gems, and ornamented wooden boxes full of jewelry. Let's study the glyphs. I'm probably gonna fail, so. Your scholars set to work reading and interpreting the glyphs, meticulously copying the story into their journals as they go. When they compare their notes and cross-reference the glyphs with what they know about Aztec culture and language and the history of the region, they begin to get an idea of the story told by the intricate murals. It appears the people of El Dorado had a very strong relationship to gold. They used gold not only in their building materials, but also in their food. Imagine that. As far as we could tell, the glyphs tell a story of how the gods became offended that the citizens took their gifts of boundless gold for granted and squandered it so. The gods cursed the city. The people of El Dorado began to fall ill, and most of them died. Eventually, they understood what had befallen them and left the cursed city of gold to live a more humble life. I can certainly think of better uses for such riches. Miguel chuckles in agreement. Scouting medium, take all the valuables. Game for the experience. Your people spread out and collect many valuable artifacts, littering the rooms around the central throne room. Some of your people come across a pedestal with a statuette the size of a cat made from pure gold. I guarantee you it's going to be some Indiana Jones type nonsense. Just as Sierra Barea lifts it off the pedestal, Ana Vidal sprints across the room and jumps into her path, pushing her out of the way as trapdoors open in the floor all the way around the pedestal. Thanks to the watchful eye of Ana, you manage to loot the palace without anyone getting hurt. Awesome. That's a save. That's a save. There's so much gold here, baby. Not enough. One would have imagined, but there's definitely a lot of gold. El Dorado Temple. Your expedition splits up as you begin to explore the ruins of the old temple. Inside one of the larger constructions, you discover an old arena with a beautiful collection of weapons and armor, all of course coated in gold, including an amazingly decorated war spear that must have served some ritual function. Take the valuables from the ruins. Yeah. As a fewer people are waiting for you there, eager for you to come and see something they've discovered. It turns out to be a sacrificial chamber full of holy relics of purest gold. The inscriptions surrounding the entrance appear to speak of wrathful gods and ancient curses, and make your people a little apprehensive. Mercedes looks at the spoils with an unhappy expression. I'm not sure about this, Armella. It doesn't seem right for us to take things that were given by the natives to their gods. Alejandro replies with a sharp tone. Given by the pagans to their pagan gods, Mercedes. By taking these riches, we risk to offend figments of primitive imaginations. In fact, one might say it is our right, or even our duty, to claim these unholy sacrifices. Sierra frowns deeply. Something about this isn't right with me, superstitious or not. I think we ought to leave this chamber as we found it. Are you jesting? Look at all that gold. Look at all the gems in the jade. There must be something short of 1,000 reales worth of riches in this room. Let's just take the valuables. At the exact moment Raphael crosses the doorstep to the temple with the first golden goblet, a beam of blood-red light seems to emanate from nowhere and everywhere. The light starkly illumines a tall statue of a masculine person near the center of the room. The statue appears to be wearing the skin of a flayed human, and the limp hands dangling from the wrist. Underneath the stolen skin, his body appears to have a golden sheen to it, but it's hard to tell because it's smeared in blood. Just then, a booming voice rips out from the statue. Mortals, look down upon the form of Xipe Totek and despair. What the? You committed a crime of attempting to steal from my temple. I demand a great sacrifice in penance. I will claim the life of one of those who follow you, unless you have something more valuable to offer. Just take it. Gideon and valuables. For a moment, the statue remains silent while your people cautiously collect the treasure piled up in the room. Then it begins to laugh. Its chilling laugh that paralyzes your thoughts and sends shivers along your spine. A strange red mist bursts from Totek's statue and swallows up Raphael. The veteran coughs and chokes violently and falls to the knee. Blood wells up, pleading, his eyes trickling down Raphael's clutching his throat, grasping for air. He has perished. He finally collapses, and his blood... The blood from his mouth pools as the rest of her expedition are rooted to the spot, standing in terror at the gruesome events. Totek's voice sounds, if not pleased, then at least satisfied with the respect you're showing through your gesture. Your tribute is accepted. The gaze of the statue remains upon you, and as your people vacate Totek's temple, and the red light slowly fades. Great. Great, we lose Raphael? No. No. No, you kidding me? What's the right answer then? Take the valuables. Continue. Continue. Alejandro. Montego. You see? Take the statue. Juan. Continue. What the? Offer a decorated spear from the arena. Greedy law. Whatever. Guys, we're swimming in gold already. I don't think we need more. Wow. We discovered El Dorado, the city of gold. We have to care for our peoples. I swear. And I swear. No. Team medicine. It's a good thing we... Well, I forgot we... Oh yeah, we did stockpile. We couldn't leave either, so... 200 valuables out of 1,000, not bad. Perfect. Now let us attempt to take the other temple valuables. It's gonna be awful, Chief. Meat, that's not bad. We've been going for about 2 hours. Whoa, 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 whoa. More medicine, the better. Okay, everyone has 1 meat at least. Everyone has 2 meat at least. I wish they had a easier way for me to see the messages, but again, if it comes to medicine, we have to choose it every time. We need the medicine. We need the medicine, or the herbs to make the medicine, so that we can survive. Because where we're about to go. We gotta heal the doctors, and we gotta heal the other people as we make it to Tenochtitlan to buy more. So we'll save again, and then hopefully we'll have 6,000 valuables to our name. How is she a better... She's not a better... Is she a better doctor? No. No. Do you consider me a woman of low moral fiber? Of course not. Do you consider me as vulgar? No. In Spain, I would never think poorly of you. In a life, it is a life that I have chosen. I do what I believe will bring me joy. If this makes you think less of me, as evidently it did your country, I would have asked that you tell me honestly. I appreciate that. Maybe I chose the wrong answer? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Who's a good hunter? Tayana is a good hunter. She could do all 10 of those. Save game. Continue. What happens if we sacrifice all our valuables? Gain 25 experience. All expedition members. Okay. We are now faced with choice: claim all the valuables in the name of King Carlos to bring back to Spain, or at the risk of gravely offending the gods, or leave all your valuables here as an offering. We empty our saddlebags, carry them up to the temple. Unsurprisingly, they seem quite disgruntled to sacrifice all their treasure to a heathen god, but they do as a command and leave you. On the way down, we feel a strange calm descend upon you, though a mystical presence hovers above you, watching over you and protecting you. Your people seem remarkably fresher and better in spirit, and those of your servants and expedition members with injury are miraculously healed. They gain morale. Brother. The problem is, I'm gonna be attacked, which is not a fun thing at all. Take everything. Everyone's sick. Yes, I know this. Okay, I need to heal him. Everyone gets one meat. Some of them may die. I wish there was a way you could like treat your injuries. I need to heal this guy. And then you need to heal. Who else could we choose? Juan. Deteriorated, that's fine. Okay. Juan guards. I will cover her. Who else? Atali? No. Atali. That's okay. Rita's completely recovered. I just wish there was like a doctor somewhere that I could buy their services. Okay. Atali. I think we can make it. Rita, guard. Nikali, that's fine. Okay, trade. Let's buy some medicine. And we'll just camp outside Tenochtitlan. Okay, who, you get Nikali, no, you get Tiana. Isabella, Patrol. Okay, harmlessly, moderately. Who severely? Alejandro, that's fine. Moderately. That's fine. I could deal with moderately. Severely, I can't. Hunting. Okay, that's fine as well. Let's buy some rations. Oh. Who's severely as well? Raphael. Who's Patali? Who does he get? Who's he getting? Harmlessly, moderately. He, okay, gets Raphael. Sharing is caring. Good. Dang it, Sierra. Okay, the night is dark and humid. The moon nowhere to be found or to be seen through the thick canopy above you. The clothes of you and your men hang heavy and cling to the skin. From her tent, the sick Mercedes is struggling to find rest, the damp air inducing one coughing from another. As the night progresses, and some of your followers grow annoyed, until finally Rita gets up and marches over to the scholar's tent and starts yelling. Shut the hell up, I'm trying to sleep while you're making it impossible. Keep listening. Mercedes tries to formulate something, but as soon as the first word escapes, another barrage of coughs falls upon the diseased scholar. Watch it. She stumbles off backwards, clearly disgusted, wiping off her face. The soldier storms back to her tent, mumbling something under her breath. Great. After a while, things calm down. People finally fall asleep, mostly exhausted. The next morning, humid air still hangs like a damp cloth clinging to your face. As your men rally to the days, you find Rita looking disgusted. Yeah. Maybe it's not worth it to do it then. Who do I taking care of right now? Oh, unaffordable. I guess it's literally just not even worth it because of my large size. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. It's literally just not even worth it. Good to know. Good to know. Unless I have nobody. Unless I take like 3 people. Okay, we'll go back. And I don't know. We will... I don't even think we need to. That's just so dumb. So there's no way to get those 6,000 without either A, having a lot of gold or a lot of medicine, and B, having like 3 doctors at the same time. Because you have to harmlessly takes 1 camp night, and you're already back 1 camp night. You're already down 1 camp night as soon as you try anything. So it would just be better if you just didn't. It would literally be better if you didn't even get that. Unless you waste all that gold on to try to recover your people. Alright, what we can do is we can try to get as much resources as possible. And let's just end this game. Let us end this game. Okay, not bad. Aztec farms continue. Further along, blah blah. Farmers here look tired and weary, yet they turn out to be friendly enough when you approach. Attack and raise the farms. Isabella pulls on her sleeve. Capitan, I understand the strategic advantage of raising farms. Can we at least let these people go? They're just peasants. They're not even armed. To continue. Pedro asked Riley, "That's a little naive, don't you think? They're Aztecs. They're going to run off to the nearest patrol and call them to say their farms. No, we silence them now, and we won't have to deal with trained warriors a moment later." Kitali grumbles. So what if they call some trained warriors? We don't have to slaughter civilians. We can hold our own against Aztec fighters. Burn the farms, let the peasants go, and be ready for a counterattack. Your people form up and move into the small farming community, setting fires to the homes and firing their arquebuses into the air to scare away the peasants. The farmers scatter and tear and flee into the fields. When all the farms are ablaze, the fire is beginning to spread to the crops. A group of Aztec warriors finally arrive from the countryside, led by an eagle warrior. Your troops spot them coming and have plenty of time to prepare for combat. I do have equipment, but I will put caltrops back and net traps. Barricades are really useful though. Let's see, it's like 2, 4, 6, 7 enemies. 6, 7. Oh no! Oh no! Not the meme! No! No! Where are my people? Oh, here. Yeah, I mean, like, if there were more reinforcements, I'd understand, but. I might want to spread out, but Now we could get out our boomstick. That's fine. I need to get rid of this guy. That's fine. I gotta heal them. Brody, you cannot be missing those. Good. Good thing I can bring back the dead. $17? No way, bro. Flawless victory. Oh. Harmless ballistic trauma. -2 equipment. Great. Your proud followers have gained morale. Yeah, so what was the big idea of killing peasants? Even though the Aztecs are well trained and well equipped, you managed to outsmart them and lead your troops to victory. No, that's not bad. People scavenge what they can off the corpses and wagons. Before you leave, you bury the people who were shot in the nearby woods to make sure that the incident cannot be traced back to you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't do the other quests. Or maybe we can, but out of like, I don't know, some sort of vague loyalty. Let's not. Let's trade to get some. Okay, Isabella, why are you like this? Rosalia, Rita, Halberd. I don't think I have enough. Oh, I do have enough. All right. This is the time we get all the hard to achieve achievements. Lieutenant. Rally. 1,000 to promote. Let's do it. Strider. Bow. Polearm. Sword. Fencer. No, fortune favored. I guess we could do fortune favored. Oh, hardened. Yeah, let's do hardened. Number 1, promoted lieutenant to follower. Oh, 11% of players have this. Alright, Alejandro is my most trusted advisor. Again, all the herbs we can, just because they're valuable. I will treat her, so don't you worry. And I need you to preserve, repair. Oh, 2 equipment, nice. Who can I give it to? Rita. A Voluge. Alright, I understand. So, never mind. If I ever do another playthrough, 1, don't get anyone apart from Nakali, I don't need. Patli, I don't need, really. Valentina, I do need for the early game, but I don't need her for late game. So keep her recruit and then ditch her after Hispaniola. Because then I could get Anacaona. Kitali, important. Anacaona, important. 1 doctor, important. 2 hunters, important. Sicart, not important. 2 scouts, important. Isabella, important. Ortega, important. Laszlo, important. Soldiers, important. Tayana, important. So, Nekali, Patli, Miguel, and Coyotl, I don't need. Oh, hello there. Then get a lot of food. The only reason I would ever have a lot of people here is because I can get a lot of meats. So prioritize food, medicine, and then get as far as I can tinkering wise. As far as I can tinkering wise. And then get Tayana, Anakaona, and who was the third person? Isabella and Laszlo, for sure. And that should be my core squad. Race to get lieutenant first, and then upgrade only those that I take onto the field. Not fully first, but like as far as I can with them. Eat meat as often as possible. Okay, I think that would be well worth it. Anything I should do? No, they just tell me who's rebellious. Pray, my pious followers. I'm here for my 15. Like to change. Oil. Leave. Put my horses. Okay. Umberto. Or this is storage. All my valuables. I have 8,500. Save. Let's go here. And let's see if we can finish the game. Probably not. I don't think so. I'll probably end it here, and then next time we'll try to finish this. We'll try to finish the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. One meat for everyone. 2 meat for everyone. 24. Tayana. Not going on. For this. Not bad. Okay. It's like right there. It wants me. It wants me. It wants me to. Come on, it wants me to. Okay. Chalapa Palace. Tepictoton has recently returned from Pampantla when you returned from your business at the Aztec farms. He looks tired, but is pleased to see you again. I hope your business went as well as mine, Santiago Armada. It took some effort, but Papanta is with us. Those farms will not be supplying Tenochtitlan any longer. Awesome. Then our chances against the Aztec are significantly improved, and your reward will be delivered forthwith. It has come to my attention that you have reclaimed and rebuilt your predecessor's fortress in the west. No love was lost between my people and his, but I must respect the masonry of your people. Not as imposing as the pyramids of our city, but it cannot be faulted on practical application. It needed a little work, but it's in good shape. Oh, he would have told you, hey, you gotta fix it. Okay. Then our western flank is secure. Now it's time to strike first. The first direct blow against the Aztec settlement. Okay, continue. The plan is to attack Cuautlicán first. Okay. The warriors pose minor threat, but as long as the Aztecs control the territory, they can use it against us. We must hold every acre of land north of Tenochtitlan if we hope to stand a chance. I loathe to attack innocents, but if Cuautlicán must fall, I will see to it. Peaceful followers of the game around. Tepictoton shakes our hand. Moctezuma will not decline to a direct attack on his empire so close to Tenochtitlan. Prepare yourself for war. Santiago Armada wants Cuautlicán. There's no going back for any one of us. I'll say. What I want to do is I want to raise the... once I finished everything, except for this temple, I finished everything to do in Mexico. Which I have to say, I love how in-depth this game is. I genuinely love it. But he's right. Once we attack Cuautlicán, we're on war. We're on the warpath. I think that'll be the last thing we do today. 290 experience. I could raise the experience of some of my guys, but I don't use them. And everyone who I need is already at a veteran, except for the people I don't need. So the next guy is Alvarado and Juan. Both of them need to go up their skill rank, but yeah. Let's just attack and hope for the best. Actually, equipment. Do I need equipment? I don't have any equipment. Who has... Who can I get more equipment for? Rita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Let's attack. We've already decided we're going to go the Cortez route. We're going to overthrow the Aztec Empire. They already said, hey, you know, if you don't... You know, no love, no foul, right? One meat for everyone. Getting 24 meats. I buy some equipment from them just so I could kill them. All right, let's see. Nothing noticeable has changed in Cuautitlan. It's still a monument to misery and despair that you remember from your last visit. The chieftain is still alive, and his wife released the enormous jaguar into the city. That's right. I still have Chochiohua released the enormous jaguar into the city. You rendezvous with the warriors from Shalapa outside the city and inform them of your plans. Tepiktotan's warriors will surround the city to make sure nobody escapes. You bring the jaguar cage into the city, open it, and fall back. Once the monster has had its way with the unsuspecting townfolk, you will move in and mop up the survivors, while the warriors of Shalapa will raise and loot the buildings. Your servants transport the cage rather nervously into town. Covered with a heavy fabric, the townfolk stare with curiosity at the package, while the servants gather their courage, then quickly pull off the cloth and bash off the lock, whereupon they immediately turn around and sprint back out of the city as fast as their legs will carry them. Oh, the jaguar reacts much like you'd expect, with utter frenzy. The screams last a surprisingly long time, and then you catch a glimpse of the giant feline chasing a trapper and his terrified family out of Cuautitlan and into the wilderness to the west. The people draw their weapons and prepare to move in and mop with what remains of the settlement's warriors. I will have time to prepare, but I'm not gonna. We'll use the people we don't use a lot: Rita, Rosalia, Tayana, Montego, Rafael, and Sierra. Well, Laszlo. Well, yeah, Laszlo. And I will switch out the traps for the barricades. I don't think we need to. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so it looks like we could go 2 ways around this. Oh, looks like we only go 1 way around this. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is beautiful. Now we'll move up. Woo-wee. I didn't know they could do that. Okay, I miscalculated. I didn't bring in the doctor, did I? I don't think so. Oh boy. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, Rita has to be. Come on, kill him before Rita gets... Oh, so close. Almost a flawless victory, but... Well, Proud Followers of game morale. It's over. The Warriors protecting Itzcuintli put up a good fight, but when your people are defeating them, it becomes clear that despite the size of Cuautitlan, these were all the capable fighters the city had. Your Totonac allies moving the city without any real resistance, only killing a few desperate civilians chose to stand up against them. Everyone else is rounded up in the city center. Turn experience. Leaders of the warriors shall have approaches you respectfully. What shall we do with the surviving townsfolk? Honor Santiago Armada. Most of them are very sick and none of them pose any real threat. Let them stay and see that they are treated well during your occupation of the settlement. They pose no threat anyway. Peaceful gained, aggressive lost. Yes. The champion nods, surprised but perhaps a bit pleased with your order, and relays your mercy to the prisoners. A few of them burst into tears, and they all disperse back into town. Meanwhile, the Totonac warriors get to work setting up lookouts to fortify the city against the possible Aztec counterattack. 2 equipment, 110 valuables, and 7 rations. People quickly search the warriors who killed, find a few salvageable pieces of equipment and some rations. The chieftain's hut yields a few valuable trinkets of gold and jade decorated with pearls. Then you're ready to move on. Yes, I know I failed. I can't have it both ways. Cuautitlan belongs to the Totonac and will be a valuable area from which to launch the attack on Tenochtitlan. Return to Xalapo and report your success. Oh, okay. We don't need to raise... I mean, if they're all sick anyway, they're gonna die. And remember, we unleashed smallpox onto Tenochtitlan. So they're already weakened. They have no food to feed them. Their best warriors are dead, and they're losing everyone. It would be miraculous, yes, if they survived, but they are not surviving. They are dying. 2 rations, 15 meat. Oh, great. Great one. We did it. Tepik Toton meets you outside the palace and personally leads you into the throne room. Word of your success in Cuautitlan has reached me in advance of your own return. Not a glorious battle to fight, I'll be the first to admit, but you and your people did well nevertheless, and you should feel proud of that. We now control all the territory north of Tenochtitlan. The Aztecs will not let this stand. His face... He settles on his stool, his concern written in the lines of his face. I agree, and indeed I anticipate that they will soon strike at us preemptively. They will not attempt to take Xalapa yet. We are too well defended, nor will they probably attempt to reclaim Cuautitlan, which they never consider important. Without my presence, my fortress is vulnerable to attack. He thinks for a moment and nods. I had not thought of that, but you are correct. If an Aztec division can move up between Cuautitlan, which we hold, and Xalapa, and take your fortress, our west flank is exposed. That'll make it difficult to maneuver. Then you must return to your fortress and make preparations to defend it in case the Aztecs attack. They may be already on their way, for all we know. When you are confident that your fortress is prepared, return here. Then we will march on Tenochtitlan. You gain 12,000 trinkets. And your invaluable service justice. Our coffers are, of course, stretched to their limits due to the impending war, but my servants will bring a chest to your caravan full of jewelry, statuettes, and other gold and silver trinkets. You're very generous. Chieftain smiles. Good luck with your fortress. We'll await your return. Okay, I thought I saw some medicinal uses. I guess not. I can't believe we used the Jaguar to destroy them. Oh my gosh. That's wild. That's bold. That is a bold strategy. I guarantee you I have to leave someone to defend the fortress. Which, I don't know who it would be. So we'll save again. I mean, I'll see if I have to fight. I will see if I have to fight. If I don't, then I don't. But if I do, then I do. Your arrival at the fortress almost goes unnoticed amidst the chaos of preparations for battle. Soldiers and servants are nearly tripping over each other on their way to across the courtyard. Our officers shout terse orders from the battlements, and artisans work hard to shutter windows and reinforce the walls further. Find Umberto. Find the portly Italian on the roof of the main fortress building, smoking his pipe as he surveys the courtyard. You're a sight for sore eyes, my dear boy. You have returned not a moment too soon. The Aztecs are already upon us already? The Aztec are upon us already? A huge contingent of them were spotted a day's travel east of our sentries. They should be here shortly before nightfall. Are we prepared? Their main force has been assembled to defend that city on that lake, so I believe we stand a good chance. And another old friend recently followed me here from Santo Domingo, to even the odds further. I bet you it's the Capitan. What was his name? I forget. Yeah, Juan. Umberto raises his left arm, his right being in use to hold the pipe in place, and waves at the company of particularly well-trained soldiers standing at attention near the courtyard. Are you prepared, Juan? Of course. Juan Noriega, yeah. Turns and looks up, his face split by a wide grin as he makes out your silhouette on the battlements. Better than ever, since Senor Armada showed them how true soldiers of Spain fight. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, Santiago. Glad you decided to join us, Capitan. Noriega bows as deeply as his breastplate allows. This is without a doubt the finest roadhouse I have ever lodged in, and I'm happy to ensure that it survives the night. Continue. Noriega waves again and then gets back to drilling his troops. I better prepare for battle. Umberto takes a long drag of his pipe. You notice a couple of his people behind you waiting impatiently to talk to him. Be sure to visit Alvar in the workshop. His artisans have been making a few items for battle. He'll be happy to let you take it free of charge so you can keep him from, going out of business the brutal way. Continue. And I would strongly suggest that you stock up on ammunition for the cannon. It is a powerful force multiplier, I'm sure you are. Oh yeah, I know. I see 6 barricades and 2 calibers. My men have been building barricades all day, and I brought a few bags of caltrops from Fortaleza Osma. I think that was the old one from Santo Domingo. You're welcome. You're welcome to them, free of charge, of course. Use them wisely. Thank you. Umberto simply nods. You realize he's worried. Sensing an opening, his people jump in and bury the man in questions or reports. All right. Again, this will be the end. Next time on Expeditions Conquistador, we will defend Fortaleza Gutierrez, and then we will march on Tenochtitlan and overthrow Moctezuma. We'll establish ourselves as viceroys as we can, or if we can't, then we'll be able to return to Spain with a lot of gold and valuables. I don't think we have enough. We have 8,000. There's an achievement if you bring 50,000. So I'm guessing the city gives you 20,000. So you have to somehow make 20,000 stuff. But next time we will do our best to try to defend the fort and then march on Tenochtitlan and overthrow him. We are nearing the end game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure next stream, which is Saturday's stream, which will be like 4 hours long, we'll finish it. So I appreciate you following me on this journey. It has been quite the journey so far. Yeah, I have to do some other things. I have other items that need my attention, so I have to go to that. But a new video will be coming out, not this Friday, but next Friday. And then I'm going to be working on the Gains video, hopefully this weekend as well. So that way I can get started recording next week and then publish that. It is beefy. As you saw, it took me an hour to do one guy, or two guys. I need 12 more, so this leads 12 more hours. Regardless, we're finally almost done. We will make our names in history. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say is I recently got back a book that was in my possession about this very subject or this very game. It's called Conquistadors by Michael Wood. Now, I don't recommend it in terms of like accurate history. However, it tells the story of Cortés and Pizarro. So chapters 1, or the prologue, 1, 2, and 2 are Cortés's journey. Chapters 3 and 4 are Pizarro's journey. 5 and 6 are, or 5 is Francisco Orellana's journey. 6 is Cabeza de Vaca's journey. And finally, the epilogue is that. I don't recommend it as accurate history, but it does give you a brief insight as to, you know, what occurred mostly there. It shows me the route Cortés took. Let me find it. It shows me the route Cortés took. It shows me the route that Pizarro took. It tells the story of Francisco Orellana, who, as we discovered, was one of the people who tried to find El Dorado, which was in South America, not in Mexico, or North America, because it was what you call it? There was a lake there in like modern Colombia, so he tried to find it from modern day Peru, missed it, and then discovered the Amazon, which is really impressive. The other thing was the movie El Dorado, 2002, I think, movie El Dorado. It uses Cortés, but again, it was in South America, not North America, that El Dorado was. And it was basically a lake where people threw in gold. and they had celebrated rituals. El Dorado literally means the golden man or the golden one. He who is golden. Anyway, you can see here Cortez's journey from the one closest to the border of the screen is where he landed, and then the lake in the middle is Tenochtitlan. So he landed on Veracruz. We went north a little bit to Zempoala, which again we saw as Kempoala, and then he made his way west through Xalapa, which we saw, which is here Jalapa, and then Tlaxcala. But in the game, all this is to the north when it was reality all in one parallel. Xalapa is not north of Tenochtitlan, which in the game for us it is, and Tlaxcala is to the east, which it's good enough. I mean, where the Toltec was, the tombs there, it was the east of it, so yeah. Texcoco is where it's supposed to be. Tenochtitlan is where it is supposed to be. And I think they have Xalaco maybe. But yeah. So, really fascinating stuff. Really fascinating stuff. I don't think I'll ever read this again. Again, it's not the most accurate, but I got that years ago at this point, and well, it was one of the minor reasons I got rekindled for love of my country, or my ancestors, I should say. That being said, I've been your host, Spanish Galleon, and as always, Viva Cristo Rey, Arriba Hispanidad, Adelante Hispanos. I will see you guys in the next one. Adios, vuestros mercedes.